Yes? Okay, here we go. There it is. Okay, well, we're going to start out with our very popular Embassy 16-sheet micro-cut paper, credit card, and CD shredder with the liner. Now, I know that you've seen shredders here at HSN. I am so happy to report that this shredder has one of my all-time favorite features. Because I think when I open it up, I'm gonna show you, this is a micro cut shredder. It's got that dual USB, it's got a charging port, which I've never seen before. But when you open up the bin, you are able to put a lining inside it. I was like, why didn't anybody think of that before? So that when you take out the trash of your shreds, which are, by the way, micro cut confetti. Embassy is always a customer pick on hsn.com. You can do 16 pieces of paper and shred at the same time. Yes, you're able to do your credit cards or CDs, but you've got that safety and security on wheels. I gotta go through the colors because I already know some of them are super limited. Here is that beautiful red. How about the rose gold right down here, which I know is super limited, very limited. If you want rose gold and you happen to be watching here live, it's your kind of last opportunity. Okay, less than 450 in the rose gold. We have it in black, we've got it in purple, we've got it in the white, the silver, the beautiful blue, and then the teal. And oh, less than 300 in the white? Okay, so the white is also really limited. Free shipping and handling, under $30 to get home. But what is it all about with the shredders? A lot, you know, if you've got a shredder like this, where when you get it, it's basically like somebody taking like a little piece of paper and cutting it with scissors. Well, the bad guys can actually go in your garbage, and then what they do is they kind of like put it together with some tape. Now we've got the micro cut, and that's really what you want to do to have the safety and security of knowing what you want to shred is really shredded. It's a 5-gallon shredder. So credit cards, CDs, DVDs, staples, super fast. There's an overheat indicator. I mean, this is for those of you who don't ever have to worry about a shredder again. This is wildly popular. If you have an older shredder, it may not be really taking it down the way you want it to take down to that micro cutting. And is this one, am I allowed to shred? Am I like officially allowed to do this? Should somebody come in and shred? Do we have like a professional shredder? I think I can I do the CDs? Look, okay. So we can shred with the CDs, just drop them in right now. But you can do 16 pieces. You can do your credit cards. Don't worry, I mean, once you get a new credit card, you do not wanna, you know, you wanna really shred it. And now, you know, Jerry's here and showing you can do 16 pieces at once. So you don't have to baby it. You don't have to go, oh gosh, 1 or 2. Look at how easily it just kind of goes right through all the layers of paper. I just did a huge bunch, 16. Then now Jerry's got like a big stack. This is the shredder that's gonna give you that safety and security, but it does have new features. I've never had a shredder that has a USB. Let's go through it. Here's what you should shred, by the way. Your bank statements, your credit card offers, your expired credit cards, your insurance forms, receipts. And by the way, after a certain amount of time, you don't save your old tax returns. You only save them, check with your accountant, but I believe it's like 7 years, so don't have 20, 30-year-old tax returns. But you don't want to just tear them in half. You want to shred them. $149.95, free shipping and handling. This is an HSN exclusive bundle, the first time offering a 16-sheet shredder. This is the most powerful shredder we've ever offered, the largest waste bin that we've ever had. But I really feel like my favorite feature that we have here is that if for the bin, that it has a liner to it. And you know, just like a trash can, you have a liner to it, so you just take it out. For me, one of the most annoying parts of a shredder is, you know, kind of emptying that bin. But we have, it comes with a liner. And if you want, you know, on hsn.com, we have more liners, but I love that you can just take out the trash of a shredder. And this is the first time that we've offered one with a liner. $149.95, full presentation is going to be at 5 a.m., but you